The Yankees, the Giants, the Rangers, Braves, and Dodgers are all on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 stacks for today. It is Friday, September 8th. We're talking about DraftKings, and we're doing it right after this. Don't be afraid to hit that like button, folks. There is still plenty of time for you to come behind the paywall at Stokastic.com. Find out what we've got going on, particularly for baseball. 50% off using the promo code SCORE, link in the description. You can have our MLB Premium Weekly Pass, normally $18.95. You get it for $9 and change. Projections, ownership, top stacks, top pitchers, top batters, lineup generator, Discord, so much stuff for you to check out for just $9. If you hate it, cancel it anytime. Alrighty, first one up, we have the Blue Jays. 5% chance at top stack, 7% chance at top value, taking on the Royals and Colin Snyder, who does not project very well. 5.3 run implied total here for Toronto. We know how much power exists for the Blue Jays, and the big piece of all of this on the Kansas City side is that we're not in Kansas City. That park normally minimizes power. Toronto, a little bit less so. Now, it is a bigger slate. I believe there are 11 games off the top of my head. It could be 10, it could be 12. It's not important for this discussion. So no one's going to really pull away unless you're playing in a Cincinnati or a Coors situation. So while I do really like Toronto, we got to remember, they're not all that likely to be the highest scoring stack, but the raw power potential here is fantastic. Although, the guy that I actually like the most, Biggio. Second base outfield MPE 2700, 7% optimal is the high mark, but even with these low optimal numbers, that's just telling you what this slate is. It's big. The Mets edge out the Blue Jays by a hair, mostly in value. 5% top stack, that's the same, but 8% chance at top value, taking on Dallas Keuchel and the Twins. 4.6 run implied total for the Mets is fine. This one is in Minnesota, so a little bit less. You get out of that pitcher's park situation in New York. You've got 6% optimal odds on Lindor, McNeil, and Alonso. That's probably where you're starting your Mets stack, and you're hitting short, second, and first. So if you want to fill that out with Vientos and Alvarez at third and catcher, you can have a full Mets stack of their infield and get whatever outfielders you want, because the Mets aren't expensive. $4,900 for Alonso. Most expensive price. Not a single guy north of 5K. The Guardians did me no favors yesterday, but they're back in here now at number 3. 6% chance at top stack, 7% chance at top value, taking on what I thought was going to be yesterday's pitcher, Griffin Canning. 4.4 run implied total for the Guardians, but you're going here again for value. We have no expensive players outside of Jose Ramirez, and he deserves a $5,900 price tag at third base. He's 6% optimal still. He's still the best guy you can get to. Josh Naylor looks really good at 4,400. Quan in the leadoff spot, it's always easy to get a leadoff hitter. I think Ramon Laureano for 3,200 as an outfielder certainly works. Maybe you want to stay away from the bottom of the lineup, but this is another spot where if you need to save salary, it's easy. 7% chance at top stack, 4% chance at top value for the Red Sox, taking on the Orioles. Kyle Bradish on the hill. 4.9 run implied total for Boston. This is the best run environment that we have today, which is kind of wild for what this slate entails. 5,600 for Devers, certainly worth it, but he's not the most optimal guy. That's going to be Abreu in the leadoff spot. If he's in the leadoff spot at 2,900, he will be one of the best plays you can get to today, because it's just so cost effective to have a sub 3K guy hit leadoff. It's that simple, really. But add him to Devers, and you're suddenly a lot cheaper. If Devers isn't your guy, you can save another 900 and go to Justin Turner. Tristan Casas has plenty of power. Yoshida's got plenty of power. 4,300 for Trevor Story. This is a really nice spot, but I like their opponents more. The Baltimore Orioles are my number 1 stack for today, taking on the Red Sox and Tanner Houck. 10% chance at top stack, 5% chance at top value. We're in Boston. Should be a fun one here for the Orioles. Gunnar Henderson gets to 10% optimal. That's how important shortstop, third base MPEs are. When you're limiting that player pool of eligible guys, swapping over short and third really helps you to fit into an optimal lineup. Ryan O'Hearn, I think, looks really nice for 3,300 if you need a first baseman. Clearly, you can go to Mountcastle. Rutschman, great option for catchers in the leadoff spot. Every bit of this looks good, but the big takeaway for today's slate is that nobody is just pulling away from the pack. It's going to be a tough one. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my MLB DFS contenders on DraftKings for Friday, September 8th. Now, there's a FanDuel version around here somewhere. Check it out. Good luck, everybody. Win some money. I'm back again Monday morning for another edition of the Contenders.